but do not over treat them. If you've treated it today and it has failed to go, and then you change the antibiotic, and then you change the antibiotics. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, please subscribe. If you're old, thank you so much for coming back again to watch my YouTube videos. So today I'm going to talk about how to treat urinary tract infections. I'm giving you 5 tips, like five tips to treat your urinary tract infections, and I'll have a bonus at the end. But I know many people, someone is making noise and they're singing. But anyway, let's get focused here. So today I'm talking about 5 tips of how to get rid of your urinary tract infections. These are very common in women, and many women wonder how to treat them. I remember sometime back when I just started YouTube, someone asked me how can I get rid of my urinary tract infections, but I wouldn't answer them by then. Actually, she used Messenger and texted me like on Facebook. But sorry, I didn't do the video as soon as I thought. But now I'm here to do that video for you. How to treat urinary tract infections at home with 5 tips. If you've gotten it for the first time, please go to the hospital. They check you out. They confirm that you have a urinary tract infections. Then they treat. So if they treat and they keep reoccurring, like every month, every 3 months, we consider that you're having reoccurring urinary tract infections. So try to find a way to get rid of them. I'm not going to tell you to find a way and you start going to the road finding that way, but today we are talking about 5 tips only, like tips you can use at home and get rid of those infections. Number one is hygiene. It's not that people who get them are not practicing good hygiene, but hygiene contributes so much at preventing urinary tract infections. If you've treated urinary tract infections before, then you make sure that at least follow these steps to improve your hygiene. Sometimes, especially people who stay at home like me, you may not want to shower oftenly. So please shower oftenly, at least twice a day. That helps you with treating the urinary tract infections in the long run. If not that, at least ensure that you shave like oftenly, at least once or twice a month. I don't know how often you do it, but at least minimum it should be once a month, and this ideally should be before your period. So before you go into your periods, make sure that your area is clean and you have shaved. After that, ensure that you have a personal basin. I know we stay at home, whereby many people are at home, we share basins. If you are one of those people who share basins and your urinary tract infections are not going, it would be good for you to get encumias, like to get 3,000 to 5,000 and buy yourself a bucket or a basin for personal use, or for so that it's yours, ogamenti no bucket yangi. So just make sure that you have a personal basin or bucket that you use in showering. Then if you're at home whereby many people share bathrooms, or you're at school and you share washrooms and bathrooms with other people, make sure that at least you clean them every day. If you're many, at least clean it before. If you're staying alone at home but you're having urinary tract infections, make sure that at least you clean it after your shower. I think that would be easier. Clean it either before or after you shower. The second thing we are going to talk about is hydration. We don't want to drink because we say, oh, it keeps me going to the washrooms, or it keeps me doing this. But make sure that you drink. If you want to know how much you're supposed to drink according to your weight, please comment down below and I'll do a video for you on that. Because many people say take averagely 2 liters, but it's so good for you to know that my body requires a certain amount of liters. Let me say, for example, if you're 50 kilograms, your water requirement is not the same as for someone who is 80 kilograms. So make sure that you know how much water you have to take a day. It might not necessarily be water. I'm that person who tries to drink water, but water is I know you guys know, it's not easy to take water. Amaziga kalubizo, but make sure that you hydrate. For me personally, I try to take warm water. It's easier to take than the cold water. So make sure that you take enough water and fluids according to your body weight. Sometimes when you say fluids, some people go and take juice that has sugar. That's not helping. If you've decided to drink, ensure that you drink a certain amount of water per day. If you're supposed to drink 2.5 liters, at least add in the 500 for juice if you don't want that taste of water. Then for people who don't do juices so oftenly, at least you could do, I see people do okra water, you can do chia seeds. So those things can help you take more water and helps you keep rehydrating. So rehydration is very, very good in preventing those infections. Let's go to number 3. Number 3 is avoid. Every time you see them, just run. Avoid unnecessary use of antibiotics. Many people want to take antibiotics. They feel they have an infection, they'll just go to the pharmacy and buy. It is not going, you change. You go back to the pharmacy person, you know what, I took medication, it's not there. Like, you try these pessaries you put. So make sure that you avoid them as much as possible. If you have an infection, it is good to treat them, but do not over-treat them. If you've treated it today and it has failed to go, and then you change the antibiotic, and then you change the antibiotic. You go to a hospital, change antibiotic. You're damaging your body. You're killing your good bacteria, or what we call normal flora. So make sure that every time you see antibiotics, ask yourself, do I really need them? So every time you try to avoid use of unnecessary antibiotics, it can help you have good bacteria. And if you have good bacteria, your body is unlikely to get infections. So if you happen to have to take antibiotics, you've been sick, you've been operated, they've found an active infection, please make sure that you take probiotics. Like, probiotics is these are good bacteria that are meant to be in our body. So if you're taking antibiotics, they're trying to kill the bad bacteria, but in that process they also kill the good bacteria. So make sure that as you're trying to kill the bad bacteria, do not also kill your good bacteria. So what you do is you take probiotics. You can buy the drugs, but it's not necessary. So you can use tip number 4. You don't have to buy probiotics from a pharmacy because they're so expensive, or from nutritional supplementary facilities. They are so expensive. So what you do, you just have to get a probiotic that is at home. And one good probiotic we have at home is yogurt. So plain yogurt, don't start taking yogurt with sugar, with vanilla, with flavors, with whatever. That is not so good. You have to take plain yogurt. So it is easier for people who know how to take it. If you're starting to take the plain yogurt, it's usually so hectic. So what I advise people to do is start slowly, add in some warm water. With time, you're going to get used to like whatever you're taking. Most of these things we just learn and unlearn. So just take probiotics, and a good source of probiotic is yogurt. The type of yogurt I'm recommending is plain yogurt. If you can do it at home, you're blessed. If you're like us who cannot do it at home, at least we sacrifice 24 to 25,000 and buy a jerry can of probiotics, which is our plain yogurt. Then the other tip that I'm giving you is take as many fruits as possible. Thanks to COVID, I'm sorry to say so, but thanks to COVID, people have tried to understand and take more vitamins because they know it helps their body. So take as many fruits as you can. These fruits help you to nourish the body, increase your vitamin C level. I'm so sorry about the background noise, but hope we keep focused. It is very good to prevent infections, and it will help you treat those chronic infections. You start slowly, like start with taking a fruit in the morning, a fruit in the morning, a fruit in the afternoon. So try to take many fruits as possible. Sorry, they will help you fight those infections. And then the last tip that I have for you, did you know that vegetables are very, very good? If you're trying to do dieting, this will be another topic. I'll invite my friend, hopefully not now because now I'm sick, but hopefully later. I'll invite my friend. She's a nutritionist and she's so good. You guys, she's so good. But then we shall talk about dieting. That is one thing, like how should you eat as a person? We shall do that, but much later, not now. But the one tip I can give you is that make sure that every time you eat food, you make sure that you add vitamin C, that is maybe from juice, or you add a fruit salad. Then make sure that you have vegetables. I can't stress, have nakati, have a buga. Every meal, make sure you have one of those things, spinach. And the good thing, they are so affordable. They range from 500 to whatever you can buy and finish. But many people buy, I think, between 500 to 2,000, which is relatively affordable. So you buy greens. Greens are very, very good. They have a lot of nutrients that would help you keep your body healthy and then fight the infections. Then the other bonus is, if you're not really getting better with that, you might have to change your diet, because most times we eat junk, we eat carbohydrates, we eat posho. And for us here, we have a tendency of, if I'm eating food, 3/4 of my food is food. Kaunga, mchere, bija, like matoke, it is mere. Then the least amount is imva or is protein. So it is always good to just swap your dish. If you've been eating a lot of carbohydrates, like add vegetables and add a very good number of proteins. Enva is better than emere. So you eat too much proteins and make sure that you eat some vegetables and then little food. If you're that person who is suffering from those infections, avoid foods like, for now, avoid foods like chapati, bread, rice, posho. They're not so good if you have an infection and it's not going. I think that's why many people in school used to have them, because also the diet. But if you're that person, you've tried the yogurt, you're drinking a lot, hygiene is good, you try to eat fruits, make sure at least you try this other one. Just change your diet. Make sure that you do more of the proteins, more of the vegetables, and less of the carbohydrates. Certain carbohydrates like rice, avoid. Posho, avoid. And then you realize that your body is becoming much better and it is getting rid of those infections permanently. But thank you so much for watching. If you've liked the video, just give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you subscribe, it means a lot to me. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any comment or any suggestion of any type of video you'd want me to do, just comment down below. Thank you so much. Bye bye.